And right now it's time for that time when we have our special guest. Tonight's special guest is Colin Gardner. A classic baby boomer, Colin has travelled the world, settled in New Zealand and opened a fabulous new restaurant called Prohibition. It's one of our favourite Ponsonby restaurants with a fabulous theme, taking us all the way back to the 1920s. We welcome Colin Gardner as our special guest on The Beat Goes On.
Good to meet you, Gerard. Good to be here.
And you are a classic baby boomer.
Yes, born in 1950.
1950?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy to remember your age, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's easy. Probably too easy to remember.
So you're turning 60 soon, or you
Yes,
just...
in August this year I'll turn 60.
So you're 59 at the moment.
That's right. Yeah.
Now the next thing that's going to happen is our viewers are going to say, that's a strange accent, where's that from?
Yeah. Well, I'm a South African born and bred. I grew up in the Eastern Cape, mainly in East London on the coast. And after 50 years in South Africa, I took the bold step after 20 years as a partner with KPMG to move to our Moscow practice as a partner there.
Did you request that you go and work in, or did they send you there?
No, I wasn't sent to Siberia. I actually made the decision myself to go there.
Yeah.
I went there for a look-see visit. I spent a whole week in Moscow and then spent the weekend in St. Petersburg, and it's fair to say that I fell in love with the place.
Now everybody thought that Moscow was everything was out of control, Yeltsin, there was deals being done, there was oligarchs and billionaires, and it was a wild frontier. Was it, or was that just the news media misreporting everything?
Yeah, I think the news media got a lot of hype to it. Moscow is a beautiful city, the architecture is unbelievable. I had a lot of experiences with partners visiting from other cities and other countries. They were amazed when they arrived in Moscow because they had that misconception or the idea in the head that it was like a James Bond movie, you know. And I must admit, when you first arrive at Sheremetyevo Airport, you get that distinct impression. It's probably one of the most depressing airports in the world. Nobody smiles there, and you kind of get the feeling that you're going to be interrogated by passport control. However, once you get in your car and you head into the city, you come into a city that is cosmopolitan. There are 20 million people living in and around Moscow. There are advertising billboards on every possible space that you can see. There's a very popular pop song in Russia at the moment called Moscow Never Sleeps, and that is so true. You can get caught in a traffic jam at 3 o'clock in the morning. And
3 o'clock in the morning, a traffic jam.
Yeah. There's something like 3 million motor vehicles on the road at any given time in Moscow. So the potential for a traffic jam is there.
So they certainly became a capitalist country very quickly, didn't they?
Yeah, Gerard, I've got to say to you that capitalism was alive and well even in the times of communism.
Yeah.
And there are some extremely wealthy people
in Russia.
And to give you an example, the KPMG practice over the 9-year period that I was there grew by more than 50% per annum.
Wow, that's great growth.
Yeah. But that reflected what was happening with a lot of our clients. A lot of our clients were growing at the same pace, if not faster.